Alright, what is up you guys, it's Kieran. Today I wanted to bring you another Dragon Age video. In this video I kind of wanted to showcase my build and how I went from struggling to kill anything in the hard difficulty to just murdering everything in sight without even worrying about it. So as a mage, I specialized in the Night Enchanter, and this build is just insanely powerful. I went through and I got all of these in the Night Enchanter tree. I mean, you can really go without getting the Defending Blade. I haven't had a circumstance when it ended up being useful to me. But whatever. You want to come here, get your barrier, of course, and make your way down to Strength of the Spirits. This gives you 50% more barrier, right? Which is very useful. And then in the Inferno tree, you want to get Immolate, make your way down, Clean Burn. This move, every time you use a spell, which is counting Spirit Blade, which is something you spam like a motherfucker, it lowers the cooldown of the rest of your abilities. So, as you're sitting there spamming Spirit Blade, you can use Immolate, then spam Spirit Blade, and then use it again very soon. And then Chaotic Focus, which also gives you 50% more barrier. So this right here, plus this, give you 100% barrier bonus right there. And what this also does is every time you use a fire spell, it will take half your barrier and do way more damage. And then as you come down here, as you see this, the more powerful the attack, the more barrier you get. So for every damage you do, 30% of that damage goes to your barrier. So when you're using a fire spell that takes half your barrier and does a shit ton of damage, that's gonna give you right back exactly what you lost because of how much damage it's gonna do. So I'm gonna show you this build in action, just to show you how insanely powerful it is. As for my gear, it's not the greatest. Like I said, I'm level 16. I got this staff, and I'm just rocking this battle mage armor, which is master crafted with Fade Touched Silverite, I believe. Yeah, and that also gives me a 10% chance of every spell I cast to do lightning damage. So I'm gonna show you this build in action. Let's go to the Hissing Wastes. And let's just find a location. Gonna go solo. 'Cause fuck it, we're men, right? Alright, so I think I got a couple of these guys chasing me. The first thing you want to do, cast your barrier. And now you're just gonna come here, and you're just gonna spam. Oh, I got stunned. You're just gonna spam your Spirit Blade. See, I'm doing all this damage, and look at my barrier. Every time I attack something, it just keeps refilling it. So as long as I'm doing this, and then using a fire spell, and just keep spamming that, I cannot die. And I mean, these guys might not be the greatest example because they're not that strong, but okay. And if this ever happens, your barrier goes down, you just put it back up. So these guys are not that strong, but you can get an idea that you're just immortal. Like, this barrier does not go down, and the more enemies you have, the more damage you do, right? So the stronger it gets. And if you're fighting guys with armor, like I'll show you in a minute, you just do so much damage that you can refill your whole barrier with just one hit. It's insane how much damage you do to armored enemies. So yeah, this build is just insanely powerful, man. Like, you can just laugh your way through the game with this shit.